Okay, so I was making this curry. I just had like a bunch of stuff that needed eaten. So it was kind of like a soupy curry thing with white rice and some bell peppers and jalapenos and carrots. And I really like to have some kind of like bitter green in this sort of dish, but I don't have anything. I don't have any greens right now, actually. I don't have any cilantro or whatever. And so I was thinking, well, I should go pick some violets and put them in because we have a big like spot of wild, violets growing in my front yard.
Here it is.
And violets are edible, supposedly. And I thought, well, I'll add that in. And it got me thinking like about the way we tend to think about nutrition, I think is a little bit wrong. How do I say this? Okay. I think that we have gotten into this mindset, at least in America, where it's like we look at what like each like main component of what we're eating, and we're like, what does that give us? Is it protein or carbohydrate or fat? And how many calories does it have? Whatever. And things like this, where it's like just like a tiny little bit of something, doesn't like really matter in our minds. It's like it has no calories in it, a tiny bit of like extra nutrition or whatever. But I think a lot of people, we just kind of like set that aside. I don't think it's like that in a lot of other cultures, like cultures that have like Asian and some like Middle Eastern cultures where they tend to have like there's different words in different cultures or whatever, but like lots of little things that you pick from and then, make your dish or make your meal, whatever. We don't really do that here in America very much. And it's like, we're like, okay, well, like this thing is really high in protein. And so I got to eat a lot of that because protein's good, right? And, or this thing is really high in minerals. So I'm going to eat a lot of that. Or I like to focus on fats. I like to focus on carbohydrates. So I'm going to add a bunch of white sugar into my diet because that's carbohydrates, right? It's like, but I think we're kind of missing something. I think we're kind of missing something with that mindset. Because yeah, like these violets, it's like there's no calories in them and they have just a little bit of extra nutrition. But like, if you add this kind of thing to your diet every day for years and years, it adds up. And there are lots of like phytonutrients, phytochemicals, whatever you want to call them, that we haven't even identified, discovered. There's in different plants, there's these different compounds. We don't know what all of them do. And so I think like adding this kind of stuff in seasonally, especially, is probably really beneficial for us in ways that we don't like understand or think about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what is special that these violets might have in them, but they're only around for a short time. And so if I add them into my diet during this time, they're giving me a little bit of whatever they might have. And I think like there's good reason to think that that's beneficial. Yeah, it's just a different mindset than what we have. It's like there's all these people these days who they're like, oh yeah, I eat tons of meat because it's so bioavailable, it's freaking so high in protein and that's what we need, And it's like, I mean, yeah, maybe you need some of that, but more isn't always better, Like, I think it makes sense to eat things in proportion to, I want to say their availability, but that's not exactly right. Like, that is when you're talking about like wild stuff, But like, that's part of what makes this difficult, right? In our normal, like modern diets or whatever, is because we don't really know how to eat seasonally, most people, because we just go to the grocery store and it's always the same stuff, pretty much. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I just think that it's just a thought that I had. And I put some violets in my curry and I think it looks pretty. So I'm gonna show you. It's beneficial for that aspect. That's something else that a lot of the times we don't really appreciate in American cuisine is the aesthetic of it, you know. It probably means more than what we give it credit for. I think we do that with a lot of things, actually. We've kind of forgotten about the aesthetic importance of things. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna eat this. So have a good day and talk to me in the comments, because I have trouble, like, I have trouble having a conversation with myself, which is what I'm doing with the camera. But when people prompt me with more information, like their own perspective or question or whatever, then that really helps me to get more out of my mouth. So talk to me in the comments, and thanks for watching, and goodbye. It's pretty good. I'm not really a good cook, so it's not that good.